making croutons, two different kinds. The first kind of crouton we're going to make is an oven-toasted crouton, and I'm using a baguette, which is a French loaf of bread. You could use any kind of bread you want to use. This is just my choice for the day. So we've got our bread all cut. I'm just going to move this over here. I've got some extra virgin olive oil, some sun-dried tomatoes, minced up fairly fine, a little bit of roasted garlic. This was roasted in the oven until it's nice and soft. Some rosemary, and a little salt, and some pepper. Before you toss the bread in any mixture, you want to make sure that this is all evenly distributed. Then we'll take our cubed baguette, put that in there, just kind of evenly coat it with the herb and sun-dried tomato mixture. And I've got a preheated, approximately 325-degree oven. You don't want the oven to be too hot because you want them to become a nice golden brown color. Golden brown, not dark brown. Spread them out evenly. Now we're going to put them in the preheated oven, get them toasting. And these are our finished oven-toasted croutons. We're looking for a nice, even golden brown color. After they cool off, you'll want to store them in an airtight container. Now we're going to make traditional pan-fried croutons, and we're going to take a simple loaf of white bread, unsliced, cut it into some nice cubes, and I've got some butter clarified on the stove in a saute pan. And before you're started pan frying, you want to take some kind of half sheet pan or a half hotel pan and line it with several layers of paper towel to soak up the clarified butter or oil, depending on what you're using, so that you can take them out and drain them immediately. All right, now we're going to take it over to the stove and start pan frying. Now we've got some melted hot clarified butter, and we're going to quickly pan fry the croutons. The key to this is to keep them moving. Make sure that the butter is sizzling. Keep the croutons moving so they get thoroughly basted while they're cooking. And this is a pretty quick process, so you have to be careful. You want a nice golden brown color, but nothing above that. Getting pretty evenly colored. Just make sure you have all sides of them. Just flip them around a little bit. You've achieved a nice golden brown color. Just kind of use your slotted spoon and take them off onto a paper towel to drain. If you need to, you'll use a fresh pan of clarified butter for the next batch. Now I'm going to make a fresh white breadcrumb called mie de pan. There are several different kinds of breadcrumbs you can use. Panko, which are a little fluffier and larger in size. Traditional dried breadcrumbs, and then if you want something really special, you make fresh white breadcrumbs. Just put them in the Robot Coupe and try and get them as fine as possible. I had sort of air dried these cubed bread pieces so that it would be easier to Robot Coupe them. Well, we'll put them through the Robot Coupe once and we'll see if they're fine enough. If not, we may lay them out on the parchment paper, air dry them a little bit more, and then put them back in the Robot Coupe. It depends on how well they've been air dried. So let's take a look at this and see what happens. And it also depends on how fine or coarse you want them.